Can you tell me what's wrong with this sample?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Can you understand as a black woman why I would have a problem with that?
Yeah, I can double check who.
How could that be a mistake? Just like use my platform. This is my page. This is my social media. It is my choice, okay, to express my feelings on the matter, and I have a lot of feelings, obviously.
Imagine going to a clinic and trusting them with your health, only to find out they labeled you as King Kong. Yeah, that actually happened. A black woman named Kiara King recently went to get her medical samples at Perlman's clinic, and instead of her name, she saw King Kong written on her sample. Now, let's get right into that before I finally give my 2 cents on this.
Can you tell me what's wrong with this sample?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Can you understand as a black woman why I would have a problem with that?
Yeah, I can double check who.
How could that be a mistake? Because this King, that's my last name, right? Comma would be my first name, correct?
Yeah.
How do you misspell Kiera as Kong? That's insane.
Yeah, I can double check who did that. I'm honestly not sure who printed that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Previously, we've never had like any sort of issue like that. I understand where
Yeah.
you're coming from.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire right now. Like, that's unacceptable. And even if it is a typo, which, like, if they want to pull that and say that that's what it was, how? Seriously?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how that happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So are you able to, like, go in and see, like who did it, what? Because was that in my chart? How does that happen?
Let me double check. No, like that's not anywhere in the chart. I do see your name is listed, Kira King, which, let me see.
Right. Like, that's, like, reportable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's, like...
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Let me just try to get more information, okay? I do apologize. Again, it wasn't me who, like, printed that label.
I understand.
I'm not sure how it happened.
I understand. I cannot walk out of this office without raising that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Up as a concern, because what do you mean? That's a black woman comes into, right, doctor's office seeking care to be taken care of, and they receive.
Yeah. Okay, let me just try to get a little bit more info, okay?
Thank you.
I'll be right back. Medical assistant helping you today?
Uh-huh.
So she's just...
It was, I see that I put the name incorrect on there. It wasn't really my intentions to do that. Your name on there is not what it seems on there. Like I did mention to her, and she did mention to me that you want this all recorded. That is totally fine. It wasn't really my intention to put your name like that. I did give it to you, and we were double checking it to see if it was incorrect or correct. We didn't mention anything.
We didn't double check anything. You said, have you done a sample like this before?
Have you done a sample, and then I gave it to you, and you went to the restroom.
Correct. So why are you saying that we were checking the name?
We were checking the name because I asked if it was incorrect or...
No, you didn't.
Okay, but...
No, you did not.
Okay.
You said, we walked through the door. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Correct me if I'm wrong. We walked through the door. You said, have you done a sample like this before? I said, no. And then, or I said yes. And then you said, okay. And then you opened the door. Right?
You opened the door and I gave it to you.
Correct.
Yeah,
so when did we check the
and
name?
then I gave it to you, and then like I said, it wasn't my intention. I literally just checked my computer just now to see the name, and I was like, I know why she's upset because I put the name on there incorrect. But like I mentioned to her, and I'm gonna mention to you, if you feel some type of way of how I wrote it, and you want to report me, that is totally fine. But like I'm saying it to both of you, it was really not my intention to put that on there.
So here's my thing. One, I don't understand how you could mistype something like that. I don't understand how you can write Kong instead of Kiera. How did you mistype that?
I was typing. To be honest, I type really fast. I don't double check when I'm typing really fast. I did put your name on there, but for some reason it went to an error. But like I mentioned to you, it was in.
So it auto-corrected from Kiera to Kong? That's crazy.
But
and then additionally, what I have a problem with now is that you're straight up fabricating that we checked the name on the bottle when we did not. Did we check the name on the bottle?
Like I said, for me, I did check it and I checked it with you, but you.
So you checked it. So you made a typo. You were typing really fast, and then you checked it, and then.
No, I didn't check it. I just put.
So
it
now
on
you
there.
didn't check
No,
it.
I didn't check it. I just.
This is
put it on-
ridiculous. I'm done with this conversation. Please give me her name, and I will report it. Thank you.
I'll give you my name right now.
The fact that we saw in the initial clip what they were actually doing and now cutting to this part and the lady was saying something different is just crazy. It looked like she was just making up that they were checking the name samples. I mean, I don't know about you all, but there is no world where this is a mistake. I mean, someone had to physically type that in, print it as well, and also place it on her sample bottle. So how is that a mistake? Now, this isn't just negligence. This is also very disrespectful. Now, of course, when she posted this on her TikTok, a lot of people had so much to say about it. I'm gonna play that part in a bit, but before that, let's quickly look at what she had to say after everybody was just talking about it. And also, we're going to be looking at this clinic's response to this video. So please stay put. Now, let's get right into that.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to give an update and keep everyone in the loop and just honestly just be transparent and honest about everything and what's going on and just like use my platform. This is my page. This is my social media. It is my choice, okay, to express my feelings on the matter, and I have a lot of feelings, obviously. But I guess the main things that I want to say are, one, it's a situation that's so bad, I knew it was gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, but like, you know, I'm like, this is probably gonna blow up, and it did.
It did.
But I just want to say that I am overwhelmed, right? Like on both extremes. I feel positively overwhelmed by the amount of support and the army that I have behind me regarding this matter, because as I stated, it's completely unacceptable, and I refuse to stay silent on something like this because, again, I'm speaking for all women. I'm speaking for all Black people. And so thank you. I literally cannot express enough how thankful I am and grateful I am for everything that I have received in this life thus far. I'm from Chicago. Like, okay, because my homies they're gonna say, you're not from Chicago, you're from the suburbs, but I'm from Chicagoland area, okay? And I moved to California. This is my third year here, just in seek of something different because of how things were at home, without giving too much detail. But I just want to say, just thank you so much for all the immense support, and I will continue to fight. I've reported to all of the entities that I need to report to, including the clinic, including my insurance provider, including, you know what I'm saying, the state, the city of San Diego. And yeah, I'm literally full transparency. I'm on my way to urgent care right now to get my medical needs taken care of. And to take care of myself, because anyone who knows me knows that I always say, you wake up with yourself, you go to sleep with yourself, you spend every minute of every day with yourself. You have to make sure that you are good. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm making sure Kiera King is good.
Now, let's talk about the medical negligence side of this. I mean, even if this wasn't racist, how does something like this even happen in a professional healthcare setting? Medical records should be 100% accurate at all times. What if this was a prescription label or a patient's emergency contact? These aren't small mistakes. They can have life-threatening consequences. Now, let me quickly show you what the clinic had to say about this situation. So it says at Perman Clinic, every patient matters to us, and we are committed to fostering a welcoming and inclusive space. Diversity is at the core of who we are, and we remain dedicated to ensuring every patient feels respected, valued, and cared for. So they also went down to write in the caption, and it says, at Parent Clinic, every patient is important to us. We are dedicated to fostering a welcoming and inclusive environment where all individuals feel respected, valued, and cared for. Diversity is at the heart of who we are, and we strive to ensure that every person who walks through our door receives passionate care tailored to their unique needs. Your health and well being are our top priority. Now, I did not see anywhere where this clinic said they were sorry or even took accountability for what happened. And a lot of people were not having it and they had a lot of things to say. Now, let's get right into that.
You're not finna call me a monkey and say it's just a typo. It's a video of this woman. She's getting labs done at a clinic. She has a vial of some sort in her hand. It is labeled King, which is her last name, Kong, which is what the person put as her first name, except her first name is actually Kiera. Now, when the medical assistant is explaining herself, she says, I was typing fast. I do that sometimes. I type fast. I don't know why. Sometimes I make mistakes. I don't always go back and check my work. Now, excuse me, ma'am. You're a medical professional. What do you mean that you're moving so fast that you mess up and make errors like that?
Exactly.
And what other errors have you made? And now you don't even go back and check? Now I want to see all of your work. Pull all the records. Let's do an audit. Because who else's name have you messed up? What else have you messed up in that clinic? What hasn't gotten sent off? What has been labeled wrong and hasn't gotten into the right hands? Now I have questions.
Exactly.
Because you seem a little too incompetent to be working in the medical profession. I hope by the end of this woman's journey, which may be stressful, that they name that damn clinic after her. Because you not finna call me no monkey and say it was a typo. No, ma'am. You have to see me in a courtroom, wherever we can go. You have to see me.
I mean, it's just like when you think about it, you get upset by the flimsy excuse being thrown as to why that even happened. Whether this was a sick joke or a mistake or even something worse, the clinic needs to be held accountable. This isn't just unprofessional. This is dangerous.
So I seen a video of the lady who went to her doctor's appointment, and her name is Kiera King. King is her last name, and on like the little sample vial or whatever, it says basically King Kong, which was incorrect because the last name, first name, anyway. And she was a black lady, and they put King Kong on her sample bottle, whatever. So she brings it up to the first nurse, and the first nurse immediately was like, "Oh, I apologize, and let me go see who did this," which honestly, shout out to her. I understand, she wasn't expecting that. Then they go bring the actual medical assistant that put that on her sample thing, and she was like, "Oh, no, what did she say first? Like, oh, I was the one that did it. Like, I apologize." I think she said it was a mistake or something. And shit was just not adding up. First of all, she tried to gaslight the patient by saying, "Oh, I had you verify the vials before, we left this examination room or whatever," which for most places they would have you verify it. And so when Kiera was like, "No, you did it," and literally was recounting what exactly they did, then all of a sudden it was, "Oh, yeah, well, we didn't, and oh, yeah, we just said, oh, are you ready?" And then you got out the room. Then also she gonna say, "Oh, sometimes I just type so fast. It might have been a typo." First of all, if I type in Kiera in my phone, Kong is not gonna be
Option.
the autocorrect or whatever. So lie again. Even when you type it, that's not gonna be the autocorrect for spell check. So lie again. And also, if you are typing too fast and sometimes I don't see the words that I'm typing, should you be in charge of medical records?
No.
Help me understand. But yeah, shout out to her. She started recording. She did let them know that she was recording. And it's crazy. Even while recording, that second lady was basically trying to dodge accountability. Like, That's crazy. Now that medical practice gonna have to write a check, and then now you lost your job because first you writing Kong. It doesn't even make sense
Oh,
because like when you're reading the actual name, first name, last name, it will say Kong King. You just want to be fucking funny. So now things are gonna get hilarious when you lose your damn job. And I don't know, maybe your medical license. I don't know how that works, but that's crazy. That examiner. So I would have just refused to come in there, especially if you're not gonna take accountability. You're gonna try to gaslight,
mm-hmm.
and she recorded, child. Anyway, Kiara finna clean up. I know that's right.
I must point out that I love the way Kiara handled this. Like, she was very articulate with what she wanted to say. She was in nowhere going to keep quiet. I love the fact that she just had to say something about this to create more awareness of things like this that are going on. Because I do believe that things like this are going on in some places. And I thought we've passed that. I thought we've left all this behind.
Baby, I salute that girl who was in that clinic when they typed her name wrong and put it as King Kong. I salute her because she held her composure so good. She was so respectful, even though she knew they was playing in her face. One thing I don't like is to be lied to. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if I'm too deep off in TikTok street, so y'all on the same street as me, but it was a girl had went to the clinic. Her name was Kiara King, but on her paperwork, like on her little tube thing for like blood and stuff like that, they put King Kong. And when she said something about they was trying to act like, oh, I was just typing real fast. I asked you, was everything on it correct? And the girl like, no, you didn't ask me anything. You didn't ask me to overlook. You didn't ask me to verify if any of my information was wrong. But the girl's constantly like trying to like go back and forth with her and play in her face. And she did not get mad. She kept her composure, and she was still letting them know like none of that happened. Like, y'all spelled my name wrong. And even if it was a typo, like, why not go back and fix it? And they still trying to justify it. And it be like, it sucks that so many times stuff be happening to colored people. People always trying to act like we over dramatic or we just doing too much.
So, as expected, this got a lot of people upset.
To the woman whose blood test came back with the wrong label on it, and they changed her name to King Kong when her last name is Kong, and they just put King Kong like they couldn't spell Kiera. Better than me, because I would have tore that office up. First of all, the lady that did it is right there laughing and playing in your face. That's for one. I don't know who did it. It must have been a typo. You know who did it.
She knew.
You know who did it. I would have showed them who King Kong was today. I would have King Konged her in that doctor's office. See, they think they could just get away with just doing or portraying people how the fuck they want to. Sue for emotional distress. Sue them for something they plan in your face, and they probably have done it to other people. And or if she didn't do it, the person who did do it probably was y'all was probably over there kiki laughing about it because you thought, okay, nobody was gonna see it. Why the fuck would you have King Kong on there like?
I mean, just thinking about this whole thing and thinking about the fact that it might be a mistake is just so crazy. But I mean, at the end of the day, this is about more than just one incident. It's about negligence in healthcare. And it's about the fact that Black people still have to deal with this type of acts in 2025. So let me know what y'all think about this whole thing in the comments. Do you actually think this was a mistake, or do you think this was purposely done? And yes, guys, I've come to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.